ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
प्रत्ययः परश्च आद्युदातश्च अनुदातौ सुप्तितौ गुप्तिकिद्यः सन् मान् बदधांशान्भ्यो दीर्घश्चाभ्यासस्य धातो कर्मण समानकर्तृकादिच्छायां वा सुप आत्मनक्यच काम्यच्च उपमानादाचारे अधिकरणाच्चेति वक्तव्यम्। कर्तृक्यं सलोपश्च सर्वप्रातिपदिकेभ्यः क्विप्वा वक्तव्यः। वृषादिभ्यो भुव्यच्छ्वेर्लोपश्च हलः लोकितादिडाज् व्यक्त्यश कष्टाय क्रमणे कर्मणोरो मंथतपोभ्यां वर्तिचरोः बाष्पोष्मभ्यामुद्वमने शब्दवैरकलकाभ्रकन्वमेघेभ्यः करणे सुखादिभ्यः कर्तृवेदनायाम् नमो वरिवश्चित्रहक्यच
नमो वरिवश्चित्रहस्त्रयश
पुच्छभाण्डचीवरामिङ्
भाण्डचीवरान्निङ्
मुण्डमिश्रश्लक्ष्णलवनव्रतवस्त्रहलकलकृततुस्तेभ्यो निच
मुण्डमिश्रश्लक्ष्णलवनव्रतवस्त्रहलकलकृतभ्यो निच
धातोरेकाचो हलादे क्रियासमभिहारे यङ्
धातो हलादे समभ्यारे यङ्
नित्यं कौटिल्ये गतौ
नित्यं कौटिल्ये गतौ
लुपसदचर जप जगद दह दश गृभ्यो भावगर्गायाम् सत्यापाशरूपवीणा तूलश्लोकसेना लोमत्वचवर्मवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो निच
सत्यापाशरूपवीणतूलश्लोकसेना लोमत्वचवर्मवर्णचूर्णचुरादिभ्यो निच
हेतुमति च
हेतुमति च
खण्ड्वादिभ्यो यक्
यक्
गुपोधूपविच्युपणिपणिभ्य आयः
धूपविच्युपणिपणिभ्यः
ऋतेरीयं कमेर्णिं आयादय आर्धधातुके वा
आयादय आर्धधातुके वा
सनाद्यन्तादहातवः
सनाद्यन्तादवः
स्यतासील्लृटोः
शतासीर्यल्टोः
सिग्बगुलं लेटी
सिग्बहुलं
कास्प्रत्ययादाममन्त्रे लिटि
कास्प्रत्यादामन्त्रे लिटि
इजादेश गुरुमतो दृच्छः
इजादेशो दृच्छः
दयायासश्च
दयायासश्च
उषविदजागृभ्योऽन्यतरस्याम्
अन्यतरस्याम्
बीह्रीबृहुवां श्लुवच्च कृञ्चानुप्रयुज्यते लिटि विदां कुर्वन्त्वीत्यन्यतरस्याम् विदां कुर्वन्त्वित्यन्यतरस्याम् अभ्युत्सादयां प्रजनयां चिकयां रमयामखः पावयां क्रियात् विदा मक्रन्निति छन्दसि
अभ्युत्सादयां छन्दसि
श्रीलुङि श्लेघेस्च शलयुगपदालिटक्सः It is not litter, sorry. Shala yugupada nitasksaha. It is. This is a yugupadat anitaha. Yugupadat anitaha ksaha. Not litaha. Okay. So, Shala yugupada dhanitasksaha. Slisha alingane. Nadrishaha. Nishridrusubyakkartari chang. Vibhashatech vyoho. Gupeshchandasi.
Upeshchandasi.
Dhatva Desha Ittakama. Ittakama, did you go through the notes in the
Yes.
class?
Yes, Shamji.
Ittakama, you can, it's difficult to remember, but you can note the summary is there.
Not in the class, sorry, Shamji. Not in the, we didn't do it together, but.
Okay. But you have this notes, you can do also. Whenever you get time, just one time you can go through. Anyway, you won't be able to retain everything. Always you have to refer to the notes only. So this is about particularly about sun. Itagama with regard to sun is covered. As we saw it, Vyavastha completely, all the pratyayas. Now specifically for sun related rules. Okay, then that is Itagama. So this summary is given. That will be easy. Set ajantaha, set nit ajantaha, wait ajantaha, similarly halanta. From the Karika, the original, it Rakaranam, these are the Karika. That Karika presents all these set dhatu. Other than that are anit. From that, we discuss the Ajanta, the set Ajanta, Anit Ajanta, Ved Ajanta, Fasananta. Similarly, the 101 Halanta Anit dhatus are there originally. From that list, we saw the set Alanta, Anit Alanta, and Ved Alanta. The numbers vary. Some which are not, the list may get added. Some which are there, it is removed, right? Those things we have seen. Just go through that Ittakama section. When you do a particular dhatu, that time you have to know it. Therefore, you can refer to the list. Then Atidesha, that I think extending the
Kitvam,
that is what we were saying.
Nitvam, yeah.
Sun being an Adadhatuka Pratyaya, it causes Angakarya. Adadhatuka Pratyaya, Sarvadhatuka Adadhatuka Yoga, Angasya, Gunaha Bhavati, Arpuk Lagu Upadaha will get Guna, we know. 7384, 7386 primary Angakarya, other Angakaryas, whatever it possible. Then if it is Kit, Git or Git, Angakarya is negated for Sarvadhatukam or Adadhatukam. Now, Atidesha is extending the Kitvam, Gitvam. That is the Atidesha discussed in the first chapter, second section. So that we were saying. So therefore, that we had to note. Atidesha is important. Therefore, Itagama, knowledge is important. And Atidesha also important. If it is, suppose if Itagama, if it is not clear and if you don't do Itagama, where it should come, then you will get a wrong rupam. Once Itagama comes, the dhatu is Anekach, and it is, suppose if it is an Ajadi dhatu, the second Aj will get duplication. So therefore, whether the dhatu is set or anit or wait, that should be very clear. That is why the list is given. From the list, you can find out. Summary is here. Second thing is the Angakarya. Once you have San Pratyaya, the Angakarya which happens, that is what we are discussing here. Atideshaha, 1 to 1. First chapter, second section, it is discussed. This sutra we saw. Gang Kutadibhyo, Kutadibhyaha. Angit, Anit. Accepting that Nitvat Bhavati. Dhatu Gang is here. Gang is the replacement of Ing Dhatu. It is the it is Dhatu Adesha. Gang. Not the Dhatu. You have to take the Gang Dhatu is there, that we cannot take. The Dhatu Adesha Gang here, that is Ing Dhatu, and the verb Kutadi. Kutadi is a subgroup. Kutadi Dhatus. The Tudadigana. So these dhatus, when followed by the pratyaya other than this nit and nit, then what will happen? or as if they are considered to be nit pratyas. Therefore, no angakarya. That is the idea. No angakarya happens. Then which dhatu, which it bhavati. Kivantaha vijantaha dhatu tam na jagati. That which dhatu. That also will be deemed to be nita. Will be nit when it is take itagama. It will be deemed to be nita. Therefore, no angakarya. Vibhashar noho. No is anunj. This nunj dhatu. Urnunj dhatu. Urnu is a dhatu. Urnu dhatu will be optionally, vibhasha, optionally nit. When the pratyaya, adhatuka pratyaya following takes itagama. So when itagama comes, then will be optionally nit. And here it is when itagama comes, it will be gita. So 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, which we have seen, then 1 to 8. Yes, some dhatus are listed. Ruda vida mushagragi swapi pracha. These dhatu, sanscha, chakarat, tva pratyaya coming as anuvati from the previous sutra. These dhatus are kittam bhavati. And swapi and all kit. Therefore, kitvat, what will happen? Samprasanam also happen. That also we have to see. Grahi, samprasaranam. From grahi only we get grag dhatu. In fact, that becomes grag dhatu, sorry, it becomes grahitva, etc. So swapi also, pracha also, prachati, get samprasaranam happens when followed by kit pratyaya. So here 1 to 8, these we are interested only in sun. These dhatus for the sun pratyaya when followed by sun pratyaya, ta pratyaya. For what will happen? They are kit. When these dhatus are followed by sun pratyaya, then they will be the pratyaya will be deemed to be kit. Therefore, no angakarya happens. But samprataranam can happen, that we have to note. Swab dhatu, grag dhatu, and prach dhatu, these dhatus are there in the 6.1.15, 6.1.16. That already in samprataranam we have seen. Okay, anyway, that we'll see when it comes. So this is atidesha, extending kitvam to san pratyaya. Sun is not a kit. Extending kit. Similarly, previous also, sun is not a kit. When it gets itagama, the sun which is jaladi becomes ajadi. Once it gets itagama, sun pratyaya which is jaladi sun becomes ajadi sun. That will be optionally git. Similarly, that will be nit. So angakarya denied. So we have to note jaladi sun or ajadi sun. Jaladi sun means sun pratyaya not taking itagama, jaladi. Sun pratyaya taking itagama becomes ajadi sun. That is one jal here. Ecojal is there. Not ecojal, I think another one. Sun pratyaya, yeah, here only, sorry. Pratyahara jal. Jaladi sun. Ecojal, jaladi pratyaya. Sun is a jaladi pratyaya. Follows, when it follows the ik letter, iganta anga. Then jaladi sun will be deemed to be kit. So no angakarya possible. So for bu dhatu, for example, no angakarya, right? Bu is iganta and followed by bu plus sa. So jaladi sun follows. Bu dhatu is it straight or anit? You have to see bu dhatu is anit dhatu or set dhatu. Of course, that you have to see. If it is red, then it is not jaladi. Okay, I just said bu dhatu. Bu dhatu is set or anit. Bu dhatu is set dhatu because bhavishyati, sya getting itagama. Therefore, it is not jaladi sun, it is ajadi sun. Therefore, there it will not be. Right? In other cases, we have to see. Fine. So that is ecojal. We'll see examples later. 1 to 9. This is then. I think we stopped here only, right?
From here we need to start.
So Halantacha, the next sutra in the Atidesha section, and some on 2 more. This one and another more, I think. Another one is there. With that, the Atidesha would be done. After that, Dvittam and Abhyasa Karya. So starting from Dhatu Adesha, then it Rakaranam with regard to sun, then Atidesha. Atidesha is extending Kitvam to sun. Sun being an Adadatuka Pratyaya, it is not a Kit, not a Git, not a Git. Extending Kitvam to sun. Because of which, what happens to the Anga? It can, Anga Karya is denied, but Samprathanam, etc. can happen, which generally doesn't happen for sun. And the sun also, Jaladi sun, Ajadi sun, depending on that also, the certain things happen. So all these things we have to take into account when we do this Ananta. Now, Halantacha 120. For this, Ikaha coming as Anuvruti, Iko Jal, and Jal also coming as Anuvruti, Kita also coming as Anuvruti, and of course Sun, Sunscha, in the Sutra, Rudha Vida, that Sunscha, it is that also coming as Anuvruti. Now, here Anta is Samipa Vachanam. Anta means it is, we will see example. It is a Samipa Vachanam, proximate, close, that is the meaning, not at the end. Alcha, so Antascha, the hal which is proximate, which is closer, Alantaha. So, therefore, Igantat, letter coming as Anuvruti. So, hal anta. Igantat, Iksamipa, Alaha, Parahasan, Jaladisan, Kitvat Bhavati. So, Jaladisan Pratyaya will be deemed to be Kit. When? Jaladisan will be deemed to be Kit Ikojal. That is one sutra we saw before here, 129. That is the dhatus which are anit. Itagama is denied. So sun will be a Jaladisan. So if the dhatu is anit, then the Jaladisan, following the anga, the dhatu, ending with the letter, the Jaladisan will be deemed to be Kit. Therefore, no anga karya. Similarly, here also, the Jaladisan, that it means the dhatu must be anit dhatu. Then only it is Jaladi. If it is a set dhatu, and sun is a set anukula pratyaya, it will get itagama, right? So the dhatu has to be anit. So then only the sun will be a Jaladi sun. The Jaladi sun will be deemed to be Kit when follows the dhatu al anta, halanta dhatu, preceded by a vowel. The vowel precedes. What is a vowel? The vowel preceding vowel must be ik letter. So it means the upada, which is a ik letter, for the halanta dhatu having upada ik letter, the Jaladisan will be Kit. Previous sutra said Ikaha. Dhatu, that is Anga ending with Ik letter, followed by Jaladisan. Then Jaladisan will be Kit. No Angakarya. Just say Angakarya because we know it very well. That's why. If Lagu Upada, Ik Upada, preceded by a vowel, but not Lagu Upada here, it is not Lagu Upada, it is just Ik letter only. Okay. We know when Lagu Upada is the Angakarya will happen. But here it just says Ik. If the Upada is Ik letter, Upada is, it means the end letter must be a consonant. So Halanta Dhatu. Previous sutra is for Ajanta Dhatu. Ajanta Dhatu ending with Ik letter, followed by Jaladisan. Here it is Halanta Dhatu, adding the Upada, Ik Upada. Not Lagu Ik Upada, just Ik letter as its Upada. Then the Jaladisan will be deemed to be Kit, no Angakarya. Therefore, Gunadi Angakaryani Nabhavanti. Understand? 129, 110.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now, what is Anta? What is Samipa Vachanam? We will see now. Now take the Bididhatu, for example. Bididhatu is having Ik Upada. No need for Lagu Ik Upada. Okay, it's just Ik Upada. Upada letter should be Ik letter. It's a Halanta Dhatu. And it is, for this example, it is Anit, just for Jaladi sun. Then what will happen? Dhatu Bidda, ending with Dakara, as the Ik letter preceding. Now the sun is directly added without taking Ittaka because it is Jaladi sun. Dhatu must be, you can see from the form the Dhatu, whether Dhatu is set or it is the Sananta Rupam. We are going to derive this later. Bibi Sati. Bid is to pierce, to break. So bibipsati. Bibipsati. So that sun pratyaya doesn't have itagama. So that we can infer from that nit dhatu must be anit dhatu. Therefore, jaladi sun. Now the jaladi sun will be deemed to be kitvat. Therefore, B will not become be. That is why B is retained. Bibipsati. Therefore, it fulfills the conditions of the sutra. Therefore, the bubble will not get gunadesha, angakarya will not happen. Now, if the final consonant of the verb, that is antyahal, not preceded by a vowel immediately, no, not preceded by a vowel, ik pratyahara, then that's okay. It is not preceded by a ik pratyahara, ik letter. Then the sun will not be a kit. Example, this is an example, this is for edge. H plus sun plus te. Aladadatu. Fine. Upada is not equal, it is a. So therefore, this kitta will not apply. So here what happens? H plus sun plus te. If it is kitta, then samprasaranam will happen for edge. We know yajadi gana. Yajadi antargana dhatu will undergo samprasaranam and followed by kit pratyaya. Will be git pratyaya. I think git pratyaya. Git or kit, whatever it is. So we'll undergo samprasaram, ij will become yaj. We have seen H plus ta pratyaya, nishta pratyaya. We have seen ishta you get. Remember, H plus ta pratyaya is yakara will undergo samprasaranam.
Samprasaranam.
Then E plus samprasana sutra, sandhi sutra will apply. Then Ij plus ta. Then chakara will be replaced by
Chohokuhu.
not chogokuhu. Chogokuhu, then you will ikta. No. Jakara will be replaced by, it is a part of Brashcha, Sraja, Yaja. Yajidatu is Rajacham Shaha, Shattam will happen. Then Jakara will be replaced by Shakara. Therefore, Shtutta Sandhi, therefore Ishta you will get. Remember? Forgot, I think.
But Chakara has to be changed to.
Shakara, Chogoku will not apply. Brashcha will apply. Apavada will apply. Anyway, I'll just type here, I will remove it. Yaj plus ta pratyaya, this we have seen in Nishta. When ta pratyaya is a kit pratyaya, so for Yajadigana will follow the kit pratyaya will undergo samprasaranam, therefore Yakara will be replaced by Ikara. The process is called samprasaranam and the letter is also called samprasaranam, we know. So E followed by A plus Jakara, right? All these things we have seen long back. Samprasaranacha by that sutra, Sadi Sutra, E plus I is equal to E only.
E only, yeah.
Therefore, Ij plus ta. Now this is Ekadesha Vikrutam Ananyavat by that paribhasha. Ij is nothing but Yaju only. Therefore, Vrashcha, Bracha, Sajamaja, Yaja, Raja, Brajacham, Shaha will apply. By that, this will get Shakara Desha, not Chogoku.
Okay.
After that, Shuddham, you get Ishta. Right? Ishta, therefore, H Dhatu. Now, here it is San Pratyaya, not Kitvat. If it is Kitvat, then undergoes Samprasaranam. Here it is not Kitvat because Upada is not an equal letter. Therefore, just to do the duplication and you get the form E yakshate, yakshate. Yaj is to Yajnas, Pujayam, it is Yajna. So therefore, the meaning would be wishes to sacrifice. This is an example to show where the Upadala is not an equal letter. Now, at the suffix sun being a kit pratyaya, okay, this is what I explained. That would have been samprasaranam by the rule 6116, which declares the samprasaranam of the verb, vach, swap, and edge before kit pratyas. Fine. Now here, if the sun pratyaya takes itagama, it is no more jaladi. Then it is, therefore, it is not kita, and therefore it will cause angakarya. This is another thing. Right? So if only when it's jaladisan we are talking about. If the dhatu is set anukula dhatu, san pratyaya, it is of course set anukula pratyaya. Therefore, if it takes itagama, then it is no more jaladisan, then angakarya will happen. When angakarya is generated, only when it is jaladisan and fulfills the condition of that penultimate letter must be a ik letter. then only this sun will be treated to be kit, no angakarya. Now, here, the antavachanam is there. What is that? We'll see. Another example, okay, fine. Another example, after that antavachanam is explained. Vritta dhatu, another dhatu. Halanta dhatu, having the upada, equilater. So now vritta dhatu is having this, and the sun, jaladi sun follows. Therefore, this will be jaladi sun follows. The vritta dhatu, vritta dhatu is not a, it is not anit dhatu, it is set dhatu. Therefore, it is not jaladi sun, it will take ittagama. This will take this yeah, it is take ittagama. That's why E is there. It is takes ittagama. Vivartishyate. Then form would be, the form is, I think, maybe wrong.
So it undergoes guna, no? So because it's safe.
Yeah, undergoes guna. E plus is yeah.
So
it
riru
undergoes
will
guna.
become verb,
Yes,
correct only,
yes,
no,
it's
sir?
correct only. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Undergoes guna angakarya vivartishyate. Yes. Then Pashite. Okay, yeah, it's correct only. Yeah, vivarti, ti is there. Therefore, ittagama is there. Ti. Vivarti. Otherwise, how ti will come? The virdhatu must be a set dhatu and set anukula pratyaya. Therefore, ittagama. To show here, it is shown that set anukula pratyaya. So therefore, angakarya viru will become var, because it is not a kit. It is not a jaladi. Therefore, it is not a kit. It is a jadi. Therefore, angakarya can happen. How it becomes a jadi? Because virdhatu is set dhatu. Therefore, ittagama comes. Okay. Therefore, gunadesha happens. Now here the dam dhatu, if you take dambehe al grahanasya jati vachaka siddham, there are some dhatus like damb, trimha, etc. These are also governed by the sutra. Now these dhatus, if you take, they end with conjunct consonant. They end with conjunct consonant. Therefore, alantacha, anta is samipa vachanam. So therefore, samipa vachanam meaning they end in conjunct consonant. For now, the hull of the sutra, it means referring to the group of letters, consonants, jati. Now, dam plus san, if you take, anyway, here dam is it is not a equilater, fine. Therefore, you don't see. But dam plus san plus t. Now, this dam dhatu, that makara is makara because of. It is not because the dhatu is idit dhatu. If it is idit dhatu, then numakama comes, right? Idito num
Yeah.
dhatu. The dam is not because of idit, it is there. The makara is there. That is because of the numakama. Not agama, it is because of nakara. Because nakara is there. It is anidit. Now we have the sutra, anidit alaha upadaya niti. By that sutra, what will happen? Dhatus which have upada nakara, meaning that dhatu, which alanta dhatu having upada nakara, when followed by kiting iti pratyaya, that becomes lopaha, right? When followed by kit or git pratyaya becomes lopaha. Now dam dhatu is there, followed by sun, followed by jaladi sun. Now the sun will be kit or not. How do you know it? By the sutra, this dhatu is anit dhatu, therefore no itagama. If it is itagama, then there is no question. It is becomes ajadi sun. Ajadi sun means itagama, then gunadi angakarya happens. It is not ajadi, it is jaladi because dhatu is anit. Now dhatu is anit because the dhatu is dhatu is anit, therefore no itagama. Now this sun, right? Jaladi sun, is it kit or not? Now, if it is kit, what will happen? Because jaladi sun, condition is it should follow a halanta dhatu preceded by a ikupada, right? forget about that sutra. Now here, the nakara is there. By anidita malaha upadaya giti, by this sutra, what happens? By this sutra, when a kiti giti pratyaya follows, the dhatu which has upada nakara, not because it is idit dhatu, right? That is important. Then that nakara goes away. Now here, the nakara goes, the nakara, which is in the form of makara, here for the dam dhatu, goes away. When? Only when sun is kit, right? Otherwise it will not go, right or no?
Yeah. It's to be.
The sun has to be kit. How do you assign kit on to the sun? That is
Jaladi.
that is why alanta anta samipa vachanam. Alanta samipa vachanam. Samipa vachanam. Alaha cha aso antaha. Antaha means it is samipa vachanam. Now you may ask, oh, why here equilater is not there? How do you say? Equilater not there now, but later equilater will come. How it will come? Because when sun follows, that akara of the abhyasa will be replaced by e. That's a rule that we will see later. Okay, in this example here you may not see, but abhyasa karya. See, when do you do agakarya? After abhyasa only you do it, right? All this you do after abhyasa. So once you do abhyasa, you know what will happen? That's a sutra, sani ataha, I think. The akara of this will be replaced by e, right? Once it replaced by e, then san pratyaya follows. Guna happens, guna should happen, right? But if you give a kitton to it, then guna is denied. That is why the form you have deep sati. Where is guna here? There is no guna angakarya. Okay. So that is why the sutra alantacha, that samipa vachanam is given. If you don't understand, just no problem. Leave it now. We'll see this sutra later. What the sutra says is that anta is samipa vachanam for the dhatus which are ending with conjunct consonant. Upada is not the equilater, right? Upada is not the equilater, conjunct consonant. So by saying anta, we have to consider upada to upada. I mean upada to the first letter of the conjunct. That is what the sutra says. You follow?
Yes, sir. Yes, Ji.
This dam dhatu ending with conjunct. Similarly, trim dhatu also. If you see, what is upada here? What is upada letter? Is it an equilator? No.
No.
Hakara, it's antima letter. And penultimate is nakara because it is anuswara is there. Previously it must be nakara. So it is trim dhatu. Then tri is the upada to the upada, right? That is the antima. That is a alanta, samipa vachanam. So what happens is upada nakara will go away when followed by kit pratyaya. By the sutra, anidita, even remember I told the sutra is much important, very important. Anidita malaha upadayaha giti. When a kit pratyaya follows, dhatus which are upada nakara, not because it is idit, that is why anidita, that's a lopaha bhavati. So trim dhatu, dam dhatu, and there are other dhatus also having upada nakara. It means they are ending with conjunct consonant. And before the conjunct consonant, there is a equilator. Equilator in trim at least equilator is visibly seen. In dam you don't see it. But dam equilator will come later because of abhyasa karya. Right? That is why ik is there as anuvritti for the sutra. Then what happens? Then jaladi san pratyaya follows, which is kit. Because of assigning kit onto it, this nakara goes away. This upada nakara, which is in the form of makara or whatever it is, it goes away. That is what the sutra does. That is why the dam dhatoho sananta rupam, if you see, deep sati. That we will see. By the sutra, there is a separate sutram is there for abhyasa karya 7456. By that, okay, the sutra by this rasva also can happen here. Dipsati or deep sati. Anyway, that we will see abhyasa karya separately later. It's going to come the next topic, Abhyasa Karya. Understand? So this is Anta in the Sutra is Samipa Vachanam. It is intended to point to the Upada of the conjunct. There is conjunct consonant, Sanyoganta Dhatu, then it is not a it's not a Ikupada. Then to take the Upada to the first letter of the conjunct. The Antavachanam is there. That is why Antavachana is Samipa Vachanaha. We should not take Anta to be the end. Anta must be taken as Samipa Vachanaha. Understand? Samipa Vachanaha Antaha Shabdaha. So Aladi Alanta Dhatu, having the Upada ik letter, what will happen? When followed by Jaladi Kit, it will be, when followed by Jaladi San, it will be Kitvat. For Damba Dhatu also, it is Kitvat. Because Alanta iti Samipa Vachanat, that ik letter is not Upada really, but you have to consider the conjunct consonant as one part preceded to it is the ik letter, right? Therefore, ik letter is there and it is a halata dhatu followed by jaladisan, it will be kitvat because it is kit. Therefore, that upada letter, the consonant is there, the conjunct consonant upada, that goes away. Anitam alaha upadaya giti. Therefore, now you will have the upada letter, ik letter you will have. And after doing the abhyasa karya, e will be there. So that's how you get e. Okay. It means the e is it is a ik letter. Ik letter is there. That's why we apply this rule. Okay. Anyway, this is we will see this when we do this abhyasa karya later. If we don't understand, this is what the sutra says. Alanta, alanta, alanta cha iti. Okay, this is important sutra. So iko jala alanta cha. If you remember the Angakarya, you can remember the sutra. Angakarya happens for Ajanta Dhatu ending with ik letter. Or Angakarya happens for the Halanta Dhatu having the Upada short Ikupada letter. Rasva Ikupada letter. That is Angakarya. Now this sutra says extending Kitvam to Jaladisan for the Iganta Dhatu and also for the Alanta Dhatu having Ik Upada. That ik upada need not be immediately upada. It can be upada to upada. In the sense, for the conjunct sayoganta dhatu, it can be upada. That is the meaning of the anta, samipa vachana. Is it clear now?
Yes, Ji.
Okay. Parvati, understand?
Yes, Ji.
Okay, that both on that we will see later. Dam dhatu, tum dhatu, with those dhatus we will take. See, why this anta vachanam Kashikakara explains, that is why it's important. Otherwise, why anta is there? In dam dhatu, what will happen? It is not anta. The question will come. That is why the anta, the word is important, significant. And next sutra, 1 to 26. Raloho. This everybody is to be noted here. Everybody has to be interpreted. Raloho vipadhad haladehe sanscha. Here, va iti anuvartate, therefore optionality is there. That is after a verb, after a verb which begins aladehe. So you can see aladehe beginning with the consonant and ending with the ral pratyahara. What is the ral? What are the ral letters? Ral means covers. Which letters? What all the letters are covered by the ral pratyahara?
Lava.
Yeah, that means all the consonants except
Yeah and va.
yeah, va.
Yeah, va.
Except that all the consonants are covered, right? Ralaha,
Yeah.
ral pratyahara. So ral pratyahara number 1, and the dhatu must be aladehe. So dhatu must be beginning with the consonant, and that must end with the hal letter. I mean ral letter, right? And as the here view, it is V. V means V plus upada, vyupada here. V plus upada become vipada, right? Sandhi. what is V? V plus Upada becomes E plus U becomes Vipada. What is V? V is nothing, V is nothing but that also you have to split. V is E plus
Vakara plus E.
it is the V, the word V. V is explained here. Vipada V is the combination of Ukara plus E, not Ikara plus E. If it is Ikara plus E, then you will get E. Ukara plus E. It is U plus E. U stands for short as well as the long. E stands for, we know, Anudit Savarnasya Cha Pratyaha. By that, we have to bring in Ukara, Ukara, Ikara, Ikara. So, therefore, Upada letter, if it is Ukara or Ukara, Ikara or Ikara, those dhatu. Dhatu ending with the dhatu beginning with the consonant, ending with the ral pratyahara, and having the upada, varna or ivarna. That is okay, that is the meaning. Vipadat. Right? So after a verb which begins in a consonant, aladehe, and ending with the ral letter, and has the penultimate letter, ivarna or uvarna, then the twa pratyaya, twa is because of sanscha chakarat, twa pratyaya also is coming as anuvurti from the previous sutra. Twa pratyaya and san pratyaya, they are optionally kit. Vagiti vartate set iti cha. Uscha ischa vi, here Italy has given the uscha ischa is itretra dvanda samasa. Karascha u means u. Anudit savarnasya cha pratyaya. By that, we have to bring in ukara also. Similarly, Ikara is Ikara also. In fact, all the 18 letters, Savarna. But anyway, for we are doing only Rasva and Dirgha, we know why it is. V Upada Yasya Saha Vipadaha, that's Bhagavati compound. So therefore, Ukara Upadat or Ikara Upadat Cha Dhatu. Dhatu having Ikara, Ukara, Ivarna, Uvarna Upada, and Ralantat Haladehe. Antya letter is Ral. Adima letter is Hal. Paraha, San Pratyaha, तथा त्वा प्रत्ययः अपि च सेटौ वा कितौ भवतः. They will be optionally, san pratyaya will be optionally kit. The wording of the sutra requires a little explanation. What are that? Ralaha, ral pratyahara, except yakara, vakara, all the letters are covered by ral. Number one. Number two, vipadhat means V is the upada, meaning Vivarna or Uvarna is the upada. That is number two. And third one, aladehe means beginning with a consonant. So all this, they describe the verb. Then followed by san pratyaya as well as twa pratyaya, what will happen? It will be kit. May optionally treat the twa pratyaya and san pratyaya as kit. Therefore, we have optionality. Now, example for twantam. Okay, twantam, you're not interested. No, anyway, yuddhatu if you take, ending with a ral pratyahara. Ending with a consonant. Ending with a ral pratyahara letter, takara. And dakara is the adima letter, it is a hal, aladehe, ralantat, and penultimate is ukara. Therefore, conditions are fulfilled. When followed by san pratyaya will be optionally kit. So this dhatu is a set dhatu. So therefore, you have Jyotitva or Jyotitva. Jyotitva, Jyotitva. Optionally kit. If it is not kit, then Angakarya dyu will become Dyo. Upada equal letter, Angakarya happens, therefore Jyotitva. If it is kit, then Angakarya doesn't happen. So Dhatu plus Jyut plus Itva, Jyotitva. So Lik Dhatu, Likitva or Likitva. Lik Dhatu also ending with a consonant, ral antat, and beginning with the consonant haladehe, having the upada e, upada, ivarna upada, followed with twa pratyaya will be optionally kit. Therefore, likitva or likitva iti. Similarly, for Sananta, we have here optionality. Lilikishati. Here it is with considering the San Pratyaya to be Kit. If it is not a Kit, then Lile Kishati. You can see Li becoming Le. Angakarya happens because it San Pratyaya not a Kit. So this is without Kit, this is with Kit. Similarly, Judhatu also. Di Dutishate or Didyot Tishate. We will see all these things. We are going to derive it later, all the forms. Okay, therefore this sutra you can note. So Ralo Ralaha Vipadhat Haladege Sanscha. Right? Understand? The San Pratyaya following this dhatu, and it is a, please note one more thing, a setau. It is a setau means set dhatu, right? Dhatu, set dhatu, therefore Pratyaya will get Itagama, then it will be deemed to be Kit optionally, right? Setau. The setau, the set is not mentioned anywhere. It is there in setau, it to be noted because va iti vartate, set iti vartate. Therefore, it is not Jaladisan, it is Ajadisan. You can see the example. That is why the example you have Ittagama. Itva, here also Itva. This Itva, even though Kit is there, Kit is removed. Therefore, Ngakarya, here Kit is retained, Kittam, because optionally Kit. But that, but you can see the Ittagama being there because Dhatu is set and unset Anukula Pratyaya, therefore Seti. It means Ajanta, Ajanta son, that also to be noted. Ajadi son, not Ajanta, Shimetam, Ajadi son, not Jaladi. Huh? So when followed by Ajadi son, San Pratyaya getting a Ittagama, it means the Dhatu must be set Dhatu. For those Dhatu, this Ajadi son will be deemed to be Kit optionally. Therefore, we have two forms. This is for both San Pratyaya as well as Ta Pratyaya. Rupam, we will see. That is, you'll see in Abhyasa section. Understand? So these are the Atidesha Sutrani. These are the Atidesha Sutrani. So when you do this dhatu, you have to refer. That is why this is given. So keep this in your mind. So we have to see the condition. Ikojal, Alantacha, Ralo Vipada Thala Dehe Sanscha. These are all important sutras. You're not supposed to forget this. Just that's why you need to have the sutra when we do the Sanantarupam. And this also, specific dhatus are mentioned, 1 to 8. And Vibhasha are Urna, specifically for Urna dhatu, that is okay. This is for each dhatu. And this is for only Kutadigana and Gang dhatu. So these are the sutras where you can see the Atidesha extending Kitvam to Sun. Extending Kitvam, Nitvam to Sun. 1 to section it is covered. Okay. Now we will go to the next topic, which is Abhyasakarya. But before Abhyasakarya, we will see there two important sutra. That is Ekacho Dve Pratamasya Ajadehi Dvitiyasya. You will understand that, and after we go to the Abhyasakarya. You follow up to here? Kit Prakaranam is It Prakaranam is covered. Then Atidesha is covered. And Dhatu Adesha, that is simple, only for certain dhatus which are covered in 2-4, second chapter, 4th section. When Anadu Dhatuka Pratyaya follows, what is the Adesha for a dhatu? Not many dhatus, only few dhatus which we have already seen. So that is Dhatu Adesha, then It Prakaranam, then this Atidesha. Next one is Abhyasakarya. Before that, the Dvitvam. For Dvitvam, we need to understand the Sutra 611, 612, 613, 614, 615. Also, that is Sanya Sutra, Abhyasa and Abhyasta, which we already seen. Now, Ekacho Dve Pratamasya, this you can see here. Ekacha, this is Adhikara Sutra. It goes as Anuvritti up to 612. Tashvan, Sahvan, Vidvamscha, Itaf Param, up to that Sutra. Iti Yabat Sutreshu Yat Dvitvam Vidiyate Tat Dvitvam the duplication happened for which ach? Pratamasya ekach. Means, what is ekach? Ekaha ach yasmin dhatu saha dhatuhu ekach dhatu, right?
Okay.
So the dhatu pratamach. Pratamach means that's dhatoho avayavasya, right? It is avayava of the dhatu which will get duplicated, right?
Yes.
Pratamasiya ekachaha dve iti adhikaraha veditavyaha. So, but there is another sutra, ajadehe dvitiyasya. That also we have to consider when we do the dittam. We cannot just apply this. If it is ajadi dhatu, then it is not pratama ach, then it is dvitiya ach. Okay, therefore we have to see the dhatu and then apply this dittam. Now, what is ekach? Explained here. Ekach will be duplicated. Ekachaha, pratamasi ekachaha dvitam bhavati. What is ekach? Ekaha achi yasya saha ayam ekachiti avayavena vigraha. That which has one ach is called ekach. It means not only the vowel. Please, important. Note this. Ekach means not just the vowel. It has got one vowel, that is fine. One vowel must be there. But here, what undergoes dvitvam? Tatta samudayaha samasartaha. You have to consider the samudaya. Samudaya means the group, samuha. The word ekach refers to the samudaya. That is a group of letters which includes the ach in consideration, that vowel, and also all the consonants on either side of the ach, up to the next ach. If a dhatu begins with a vowel, consonant, it has got more than one vowel, suppose. More than one vowel is there. Then, haladi dhatu having more than one vowel. Then, pratamasya ekachaha dvittam bhavati. Then, what is that pratama ekach? What avayava? The avayava is said here. That is, hal on either side of the ach. Hal on either side of the ach up to the next ach. Understand? So it is like this. Now, assume this is a dhatu just given. So first letter is a consonant, second letter consonant, third letter consonant, fine. And there is ach here, and followed by consonant, consonant, consonant. So now, ekach means the whole samudaya is ekach. And this ach, suppose, can be followed by a vowel also. Here, after that, another vowel is there. Because this is a dhatu, haladi dhatu, right? Having ach, more than one ach, or two ach, whatever it is. Or even if it is one ach also. Then, this ekach means you have to start from the consonant on either side. So start from here, because before that there is no letter. And after hal, the vowel starts, therefore you have to stop here. This is called samudaya. Understand? So, samudaya includes hal on either side. Now, yadi shabde ekaha swaraha asti. Suppose dhatu has got only one vowel. Targi saha sampurna shabdaha eva pratamaha ekach avayava namna nyayate. The entire dhatu will be ekach. If it is, you got only one ach, suppose pat dhatu if you take, pat or pach, yeah. Yata pach iti asya ekach avayavaha. What is the ekach here? Ekach avayava of pach dhatu. Pakara plus akara plus chakara, right? Akara is the vowel. So ekach means it is the entire dhatu itself is the avayava, right? Entire dhatu itself is the ekach avayava. So pach will undergo. I mean, the dvitam will be pach. Understand?
Okay.
Suppose if it is, the dhatu has got two vowels. Yadi shabde means dhatu. Dvau va adhikaha swaraha santi. Then what will happen? Targi, pratama varnat arabhya, shabdasya dvitiya swara paryantam. We are talking about haladi dhatu. Please note, because ajadi is the next sutra. So here we are talking about the haladi dhatu. Therefore, starting from the first letter up to the vowel before the second vowel, dvitiya swara paryantam, right? Parantu dvitiya swara vihaya. You have to exclude the the second vowel. द्वितीयस्वरं विहाय यः वर्णः समुदायः जायते सः प्रथम एकाच अवयवः इति ज्ञायते. Understand? Now take the example of jagr. Jagr, in jagr, how many vowels are there? It
Two.
is a
Two vowels are there.
anekach dhatu.
Anekach.
Akara, rikara. Now what is the ekach avayava now? Which will undergo dvitvam?
First one.
Jag.
Jakara.
Jag only.
Jag.
A is there on the left side jakara, on the right side jakara. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You said it's like Valli Daivaya.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that. So ekach avayava jagiti. Right? Ayam adhikaraha, this adhikara is called, this adhikara, not adhikara, shashtad dvitva prakaranam namna jnayate. It's called by the name. 6th chapter dvitvam. Why it is 6th chapter dvitvam? Because there is dvitvam in the
Eighth chapter.
Achoragabhya. 8th chapter also it is there. Achoragabhyam dve is there. 8-4. That is one dvitvam. Achoragabhyam dve. And 8th chapter also there is dvitvam is there. So therefore to differentiate from that, Shashtadvita Prakaranam it is called. Shashtadhyaye asti Dvita Prakaranam. Now Jagra, suppose you take this. Prathama ekach is Jag. Now lit lakara. Parokshe lit. Remote past. Remote past means paroksha. You are not seen. You have heard. Not pratyaksha. That's a paroksha. That is why we always say Purana stories, etc. We have not seen, we have heard. Or even now also, suppose you are heard about an incident about someone whom you know, but you have not seen. Parokshe. And it happened in the past. You can use lit lakara, right? So parokshe lit. Now jagra plus lit. When lit pratyaya follows, the dhatu which have not undergone duplication will undergo duplication. This is a condition. Anabhyasasya dhatu hoyeva dvitam bhavati, right? That which is not married only will get married. Married again will get married or what? No polygamy. So dhatu which has not undergone duplication, anabhyasa, that alone will undergo duplicate. That's a condition. Litaha anabhyasasya, the sutram itself it is there, right? Liti dhatoho anabhyasasya 618 sutra. The same section. So ekach will undergo dvitvam. Therefore it will become. What is Gana Vikarana? Jagra plus lit is replaced by tip. What is the Gana Vikarana? No Gana Vikarana, right? Because why?
It is Ardha Dhatu.
It is Ardha Dhatuka Pratyaya. Where is Gana Vikaranam? When Gana Vikaranam will come? Sarvadhatuke Kartari.
Sarvadhatuke.
When a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya follows, Dhatoho Paraha Pratyaha Gana Vikarana Pratyaha Bhavati, right? Only for lut, lung, lot and ling, not for other. And here lit is replaced by tip, but for lit akara, what will happen? Tip will be replaced by, you know it. What is the pratyaya corresponding to tip for lat lakara? Prathama pursha ekavachanam. Utsarga is tip, but for lit lakara, tell me, anyone. You know it, right?
Nallatustu something.
Some, yeah.
Nallatusu,
Nallatus.
stallatusta, therefore, will replace by null. Null is nit pratyaya. Therefore, you know what will happen? Nit angakarya, right? Anyway, that is one thing. But here it is null follows. Therefore, lit pratyaya. Therefore, abhyasa will happen, right? So jagra ekachaha ditvam bhavati. So jagra becomes jag jagru. So pratama ube abhyastam pratama purvaha abhyasaha. Then after the abhyasa karya you do. And the non abhyasa karya, you know, already we have seen. Aladi sheshaha.
Haladi Sheshaha.
So the first hal will be written, other hal will be dropped. The kara goes away. So jagru. What does null will do? Null is a nit pratyaya. Nit pratyaya causes the angakarya. What angakarya?
Riddhi, no?
Ruddhi.
Guru will become gar.
Gar.
So And here also, another Abhyasa Karya, Ja will become, Dirgha will become Rasva, another Anga Karya. Okay. Another Anga Karya is there, you can see in the Abhyasa section, we will see later. Okay. So ja gru plus null, then gru become gar, content of null is a, therefore finally you get jagara, the rupam of lit lakara. Jagru dhatu lit lakara, pratama purusha ekavachanam, jagara. Lit example just to show you, but we are doing sun. Now, pach dhatu, similarly pach dhatu. Eka chaveva is pach. So pach plus lit, the same step. What will happen to pach? Pach will undergo anabhyasasya liti, vittam bhavati, ekach is pach. Therefore pach will come. The tip, of course, tip is replaced by null. Right? Pach. Now this is purva abhyasa, ube abhyastam. Aladi shesha will apply. Pa will be retained. Chakara will be dropped. So papach you get, and after that papach plus null. Pach is there. Upada letter is akara. Angakarya will happen. What angakarya? Atopadayaga. Therefore, you get papach plus papacha. This is the lit rupam. E cooked. Nalaha. Nalaha in Naladamayan. E cooked papacha. Papata. Right? So like that the forms you get.
Chakara.
Yeah, chakara also like that only. That and kru dhatu, kugos chuhu dvita karya will apply. Therefore, chakara. Kru becomes kar plus a chakara. Chakara, chakrutuhu, chakruhu. Right? That is a lit lakara. We will see lit separately. Now, papacha you get. Now, here, irrespective of whether a dhatu is, this is a, see, irrespective of whether a dhatu is ajadi or not, any dhatu which has ekach is conventionally subject to dvitvam by ekacho dve pratamasya. Now, you take, this is a, what the ajadi or aladi? Ajadi or aladi dhatu?
Ajadi.
It is only one letter.
Only
Adyanta ekasmin. Only one son is there. Asanna sagrasan. Only one son. It is ajadi. Now, which one will apply? Ekach, ekacho dve pratamasya. Ajadega dvitiyasya. Here this is ajadi dhatu. Where is dvitiya for this? Is the second H for this? Second H will undergo with the meaningless, right? So, therefore, irrespective of whether a dhatu is ajadi or not, even means if the dhatu is ajadi or aladi, whatever it is, if the dhatu is ekach, then what will happen? That will undergo dvitam. You cannot apply 612, not possible. 612 is ajadege dvitiyasya. If it is dhatu is ajadi dhatu and it has more than one vowel, then second vowel will undergo duplication. You understand, right? If it is aladi dhatu, then pratamach. If aladi dhatu having more than one ach, pratamach will undergo duplication. If it is aladi dhatu having only one ach, then also the like pach dhatu, the whole thing is avayava, undergo duplication. If the dhatu is ajadi dhatu doesn't have another ach, it is only ekach, then that also will undergo duplication. You have to apply 611 only. Ekacho dve pratamasya. Only when the dhatu begins with a vowel having more than one ach, then only second vowel will undergo duplication. Okay, that we will see next sutra. Now, this is ajadi, ajadi dhatu. It is ekach ajadi dhatu. Therefore, ru will undergo duplication. Now, you can tell the form. You can. This is easy. Ru plus null, what will happen? Ru, right?
Then
Then after that, ru will, what will happen to ru? This ru?
R.
R
You get
will
R.
come.
Okay, now here, the R. Another sutra is there, that is for lit lakara, what will happen? Ru is replaced by ar. Whenever ru is replaced by an, what will happen? Repa will be appended, right? So ru is replaced by ar. That's abhyasa karya is there. There is the sutra is in the for rikaranta dhatu. Urat. No, urat is a sutra.
Okay.
Urat Sutra, anyway, don't worry about the Abhyasa Karya. Urat Sutra, that is 7466 will apply. By that, Rikara will be replaced by At, Akara. Uhu At Bhavati. Abhyasa having Rikara, that Rikara will be replaced by Akara. It's a rule. And right, when An is the Adesha, then what will happen? Repa will be appended. In fact, Repa is there. After that, what we will do? Aladisheshaha, Repa is removed. Right? Then A will be there. And this R will undergo Dirga. The Vriddhi happen. Atavpadayaha Vriddhihi, because Nit Pratyaya follows. Finally, what you get? R means Gachati. Ara means gone. This is a Rupam. Lit Rupam is R. Understand?
Yes.
Yes. This is the example for
Yes, sir.
lit Lakara. This is the same thing for the sun also. That to show. R is in first kana, Parasmipadi, Gati Prapana Yoho. So R, he gained, he attained, that is the meaning. Okay. So this is this is Ekacho. Pratamasya Dvitam Bhavati. Right? The next sutra is Ajadeki Dvitiyasya. That we will see. Next class we will do it. Okay. So if it's Ajadi Dhatu, then Dvitiyasya. Provided the Dhatu has more than one Ach. Ekacho Dve Pratamasya Ajadeki Dvitiyasya. Okay, this will stop here. We'll see this next class. If this also, please go through this. You discuss in your class. You can go just quickly. You can go through. Okay, so we'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Any doubts you have?
No,
No,
Ji.
Yeah, only you have to go through. After that, only we'll get doubt. Okay.
Ranjit, this Dvitvam document is not there.
I said to okay. This I'll send you now. This document. Sanan.
Desha is there. Dvitvam is not there.
This I added. Actually, I
Ah.
took this for the Gurukulam class. Copied this from that. Okay, I will send you this. Next class we will see 612, 613. 613 also elaboration is there, but that much is not required now. We will see what is required for us. And after we do Abhyasa Karya, it will be interesting. Up to now, it only preparation. After that, only Abhyasa Karya starts. Then we will take Dhatu one by one. Any Dhatu we can take. We can do any form. Any Lakara Rupani we can do. Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyavad, Vishwaranji.